Welcome. It's the All-State Tournament basketball time, brought to you by our local All-State agent, Jim Twiggs. Tonight, visiting Springfield High School for the high school tournament getting underway for us right here in Springfield. We've got the number 3 seed, Kenton Ridge Cougars, and the number 4 seed, Northridge Polar Bears, who are just fresh off that victory over Graham on Friday, Gary.
Well, the Polar Bears entered tonight with a one game already under their belt, and they're under the direction of head coach Jeff Lyseth with an overall record this season of 15-7, and they finished 9-3 in the Southwestern Buckeye League Buckeye Division.
I'm glad you got that. The Polar Bears are the top scoring team in the league, and right now they're averaging over 60 points a ball game. Gary, what about the keys to victory now for the Polar Bears, brought to you by Dave Kale, Chevrolet?
Well, the Polar Bears have to work the ball inside. They got to keep Tyler Eberhardt off balance, and they have to have crisp passing outside, and they got to hit the open player inside.
Okay, for the Polar Bears tonight, who should we be watching?
Well, I would take an eye out for Twan Hines, who's averaging just under 22 points a game, and he's hitting just under 70% from the charity stripe.
Well, not bad. For Kenton Ridge Cougars, who are under the direction of head coach and athletic director Chris Briggs, they finished 14-8 overall and 6-4, and that was good enough for third place in the Kenton Trail Division of the Central Buckeye Conference.
Well, the Cougars need to pack it in on defense. Don't let the Polar Bears beat you inside with easy layups, and they got to keep pushing them outside. And one of the things I noticed, they got to use the lanes when the Polar Bears are pressing the outside.
Now the Cougars have to keep the ball, as we had mentioned, inside for those high percentage shots. Stay away from the three-pointers, because right now they're not real good at that. Gary, what are the keys to the Cougars winning tonight, brought to you by Dave Kale Chevrolet in the heart of Mechanicsburg?
Well, they have to play under control, few turnovers, forget the three-pointer, shoot from 10 feet in and drive towards the basket, and play strong defense inside the arc, and that's a must for them to move on.
What about the player to watch tonight for Kenton Ridge?
That's junior Tyler Eberhardt, who leads the Cougars in scoring, and he's second in the league in scoring, averaging 20.3 points a game, and he's fourth in league blocking shots.
All right, and predictions? Any predictions as far as who might win the ball game? Let's check it out.
Well, Kenton Ridge right now is showing 93% over 7% of the Northridge Polar Bears, but when you look at the stats, Lee, both of these teams match up really nicely, and what I like is the free throw percentage, because we've always said it always comes down to that. Kenton Ridge has a 63% free throw percentage against Northridge's 61%.
And we'll be right back with tonight's opening tip-off as the Kenton Ridge Cougars play the Northridge Polar Bears on local TV for me, Sports Network.
Some people think Allstate only protects your car. Here's the truth. Allstate can also protect your home or apartment, as well as your boat, motorcycle, RV, and snowmobile, and even your retirement and your life. Not many insurance companies can say that, but Allstate can.
Call me Jim Twiggs at 390-3330, located at 2985 Durr Road in the Kroger Shopping Center.
A lot has changed in 80 years. Where we live, the cars we drive, and even how we do our banking. But at the IH Credit Union, some things will never change, like our commitment to helping our members build better lives. The IH Credit Union will always be member-owned and will always step up and do what's right for our members and our community. Stop in today and check out what has changed, as well as what will never change at the IH Credit Union. Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons has a 30-year history of serving the ophthalmic needs of the Miami Valley. The Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons specialize in meeting the medical and surgical eye care needs of the entire family. Dr. Larry Fish, Dr. Gary Lau, and Dr. Scott Stork are committed to providing our patients the best medical care with a personal touch. Schedule your appointment today in Springfield, Urbana, London, or Beaver Creek, because seeing is believing.
I'm Nick Jacobson, and I'm a senior in the Electrical Trades program at the Springfield Clark CTC. Currently in my class, we are being taught motor controls and three-phase commercial power. My goal is to further my education through an apprenticeship and become a power distribution lineman, and all I had to do was commit. Career opportunities making meaningful impact today. For more information, visit www.scttc.org.
And tonight, the Cougars of Kenton Ridge playing the Polar Bears of Northridge. Now let's take a look, Gary Littell, at those starting lineups.
Well, here we go. 6'1" senior is Twan Hines. He's number 1 for Northridge, under head coach Jeff Lyseth. And the second one coming out is number 2, 5'11" guard. He's a senior, Robbie Turner. And then a 6'3" senior, Charles Drury. He's a forward, and coming right behind him is Daryl Story. He's 5'10" junior. He's a guard. And then you got to skip some numbers. Going down to 25. And that's LaShawn Hooper, under head coach, as we said, Jeff Lyseth.
I wasn't bad. I had 4 of the 5 starters, Gary. Now our Kenton Ridge Cougars, who have been here many, many, many times at this facility.
And number 4 is Ty Avery. He's a senior. And right behind him, number 10 is Chris Lyle. He too is a senior. And the junior coming up here is number 12, Calvin Dybert. And then number 24, the big guy that you've seen on our opening little spread that we have, is Tyler Eberhardt, Jr. And number 44, Brandon Collins, is a senior as well. So there you have it. The Kenton Ridge Cougars under the head coach direction of Chris Briggs.
And let us check the officials for tonight's first game, brought to you by Greater Ohio Eye Surgeons. Who are the men in stripes tonight, Gary?
Well, our referee out there is going to be Mason Seiler. Frank Wright is an umpire, and so is Chris Shoup.
We're just about ready for the tip-off. The Cougars huddled around their head coach, Chris Briggs, and the Northridge Polar Bears. I almost went to Northridge years ago.
And that's down there in the Dayton area.
Yeah,
and,
right down there off of North Dixie.
Well, it's funny because we teach in a district where it's Northridge Middle School. So when you see a snow day, you think it's you, but it's actually Dayton.
Dayton, yeah. And you're sitting there going, "Oh boy, here's ready for the tip-off." Wow, going up high to get that one was Eberhardt. We'll have to watch this, see what Eberhardt does. I've been watching him hit from the outside as he drives. Leading score stolen away. Guess who's got it? Down court. Hines all the way. Puts it up. No good. Too hard. Tip up. No good. And coming down with that rebound is Colin Perkins. And I don't know if you noticed, but Eberhardt was trying to get it inside, Gary. That's the way Kenton Ridge has got to go tonight. Nice lob pass underneath, up and in.
And Perkins just hung up there in space and put it in. They're moving the ball pretty fast down court. Northridge is up for a long shot.
There goes that three-pointer, no good. And Northridge likewise only hits about 28% from three-point land. Ball tapped, but kept by the Cougars. Cross court it goes. It's going to go out of bounds, and I thought it might be touched, lads, but it was not by one of the Northridge Polar Bears. So it was not touched by the Cougars. It's the Polar Bears basketball as Daryl Story will kind of walk up and take a look.
You were talking about, when they played Graham, it was a pretty close ball game there. It went down to the wire, but Graham had the lead at one point there.
Well, Graham did. And coming up with the 2 points, what a nice drive by Robbie Turner. And Turner is going to go to the charity stripe, try to make it a three-point play. Chris Lyle picked up the personal foul. That's the first one for the Kenton Ridge Cougars, trying to give the Polar Bears a lead, and does just that. That was a nice shot. Put it up there, let it roll around itself, around the irons and down. Full court pressure being applied by Northridge. And trying to hit to that baseline real quick that time was Eberhardt, and he was cut off. Avery has it stolen away as he tries to go inside. Cannot do it, as it is going all the way down court. Taking the shot was Robbie Turner. This is starting off a little bit different than I thought. Watch him run. Northridge wants to gallop. They probably saw something on the plays, Gary. Look at that.
Dybert gets the foul on that one.
So Dybert picks up his second team foul. We're going to have to watch it. We get down to the, like we always talk, Gary.
There's a
the nitty-gritty time is from the free throw line.
And they're both kind of close there, 61 and 63%,
I think, yeah.
So we always thought about 65 plus, you're in pretty good shape for the tournament.
And if you got 70%, look out, lights out.
And that one
Boy,
missed
another
too.
nice free throw, but not picked up. The ball knocked around,
Saved,
saved by
yep.
Northridge.
Yep.
They are quick.
They get another shot at it.
Boy, they sure do, as Hines was the one who saved it in bounds. Got it to teammate Story. Long shot, three-pointer, and up and in by Hines. Now, if you missed it, let me tell you, Northridge averages 64 a game, ball knocked out of bounds.
And he was out of bounds, yep.
Is trying to make it down to the baseline. Kenton Ridge is just going to have to really slow it down. They have to take Northridge out of this pace. What do you think?
I think that's a really good point because Northridge is so fast, and they are really quick, and they're going after every pass that Kenton Ridge makes. So that's a nice outside shot here. Almost good for three, but no.
Yeah, Avery does not get it. Boy, Haynes down court. Nice pass, but missed the layup.
Dybert with
was
the rebound.
Drury.
Yep.
Now, you got to keep in mind, Drury is the second leading scorer on this basketball team. Into the paint it goes, trying to work his way in, puts it up and in, and it counts.
Colin Perkins,
Gary, has got all 4 points.
Watch this pass to him underneath. Real patient, just backs in. He gets hit pretty hard, and the ball goes in. So
that's muscle.
That's one thing that you're seeing is this patience by Kenton Ridge, and talk about speed from Northridge.
Now this is where it becomes a problem. Perkins only a 59% free throw shooter for the Cougars, and no good, too hard. Rebound, tapped out of there, and brought, nice play by Chris Lyle to get it to Perkins. Everhart going for three, nope. And Hines with the rebound. 2-point lead right now for Northridge. Boy, they want to run. Gallup
No, he
in
walked.
there and
Travel.
I don't know if it's a traveling foul. It's a foul is what it is.
Yeah, watch this right here. Yeah.
Yeah, Hines thought he was playing football with a forearm shiver. Boy, what a defense. Timeout might be called. It was not. The count is on Kenton Ridge to get it across the timeline.
Now, when you press them down there, you're leaving people open like this, right underneath the basket. That's the problem with the press.
Yes, that is. You're absolutely right, Gary. Just a nice play from Lyle to Everhart to put it up and in. And we're tied, 6-6.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 22 seconds left to go in the first. Two games tonight for us.
Two ball games tonight.
Games coming
and
up.
the three-pointer missed that time by Hines. Nice rebound, but the layup is missed. That's about the second or third time that Northridge has left some points off the board. Northridge likes to push and shove with a big defense. Was Drury there, shoving Everhart. Nice feed from Everhart, puts it up and in.
That was pretty. Now, have you noticed they slowed them down just a little bit, like we were talking about?
You have
and
to.
Also, Northridge has actually slowed their pace down too.
Right now they have. If you take a look at this, I think both teams too. You can try to knock somebody out early, but if you don't, take it easy. Coming up with a rebound as they scurried for it was Kenton Ridge.
Up to Lyle.
And nice defensive play set up by Darryl Story.
Yeah, Story knew he was coming up there. He was late. He was down on the floor earlier on that. They had a collision. They lost the ball, and Kenton Ridge got a chance to bring it back. But he was coming pretty fast on the tail end there.
Well, the one thing, Gary, is you have to have your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
You got to know that there's a guy trailing and wants that basketball worse than you do.
Especially if you're as fast as Northridge.
Yes. Trying to pass the ball around, taking their time. And as we had talked, that's what they want to do.
Nice
on the baseline to Avery. He was smart and decided not to take the shot, but then almost lost the ball. It goes out of bounds. Touched last by the Polar Bears. As Gary had mentioned, first of two games tonight. It's nice to get in the tournament mode, isn't it?
And it's great, and it's here at Springfield High School, which is just a wonderful place to be, and a great announcer here is Doug Stahl.
Doug does a nice job.
And he keeps us in line with the officials and such. And that's a missed shot by Lyle as he tries to go up.
Not a good shot by Lyle. There goes Hines again. Puts it up, and he's going to be hammered.
Second foul on Dybert, I believe.
Yeah, but it goes on Dybert. And there it is, yeah. Just got a piece of Hines, so that's his second. nobody needs to get in any foul trouble. Up off the bench is Brandon Collins for Kenton Ridge. He'll be coming in pretty soon. There's the shot. That's up and in.
And right now they're shooting 50% from the free throw line.
As we had mentioned, almost a 70% free throw shooter is Hines. So that's the guy you want at the charity stripe, and it's going to pay off. He could tie it up right now at 8 apiece. Very deliberate. Did you see him?
Nice form, nice release.
Absolutely.
5 trips down there. They've made 3 of them. There's a foul underneath the basket.
And I'm waiting for him to look at his jersey. Number 13, Jared Lewis. What, me?
And Northridge is smart. You know, they have those darker uniforms with the numbers. We used to always say that in football. Can you tell what number whatever the team was?
No.
You could never see it. But
you know who is like that, don't you? That's Kenton Ridge. They've got some numbers on their foot. Oh, throwing it away. And there goes Hines. Wants 2. He got it.
Yeah, you got to hang on to that ball. Real nice, easy layup. Now watch.
Now what you need, Everhart is trying to bring it up. Not the man to bring it up, but he got it across. That's what you need to do.
Oh, look at that
Look
movement.
at that dribble.
They just need to settle down here.
Everhart wants to get
Look
inside,
at that
just
defense.
can't do it. Oh,
that
God.
defense is all over. There's another
Stolen
turnover.
away. There's another quick pair of hands by Drury. Down court. Up, no good. Another layup missed. And it goes out of bounds, and it was touched last by Northridge, I do believe. So it'll be Kenton Ridge's basketball. Another layup. Look at that. They've lost, I think, about 4 layups now. And you say, well, you know, it's still early, but that's 8 points.
Yeah, but they're shooting pretty well from outside.
Well, they are doing that.
And they're playing some great defense. And look at the turnovers they have. They got 5 balls back. That one's out of bounds. That's going to be tapped by Kenton Ridge. It's going to be Northridge ball.
Now watch here, Gary. Watch closely with Kenton Ridge. They're trying, when they come down, they keep looking at this Northridge bunch, helter-skelter fast. They're trying to play to that. They need to play down.
That's a good point.
Need to play down and get.
Slow them down, because that's frustrating
Absolutely.
if you're a racehorse team like they are. And
No
that one's
good.
off, and they're taking shots they don't need to be taken as well.
And actually, they're so quick, they're getting the rebounds. But I mean, when they get the rebounds, they're getting them because they're quick.
Only 2 turnovers for Northridge compared to 5 for Kenton Ridge.
And of course, when they played the other night, Northridge did. Northridge had a grand total of 9 turnovers. That's it. That's not too bad. And their big quarters, and you got to watch it if you're Kenton Ridge, are the second and fourth quarters, because they really took Graham to task in that ball game.
And as fast as they're playing, you wouldn't think they'd have it in them.
Boy, I'll tell you, there's a shot up, no good. And they say it was off of number 44, that being Brandon Collins. So it's going to be Northridge's ball. They've got a 2-point lead. They can extend that to as much as 5 with a 3-pointer.
Now they're going to have trouble. Northridge is having trouble getting it inside unless they get a fast break.
Right.
And there's an example of outside, another rebound by KR.
But a nice play by Hines. He was on a little runner there, about 10 feet away, just couldn't hit it.
And the foul here is going to be on number 3 coming across there. And that's going to be on Drury.
Okay,
And
4th.
actually, that's their first foul, is it not?
No, that's their 4th team foul.
4th team foul.
Yeah.
His first, yeah.
His first. I missed a couple of the team fouls, but Kenton Ridge has 3. Don't look at my score sheet, Gary. It's helter-skelter.
Well, it's a little hard to keep up with these guys.
It really is. Free throw line.
Oh, nice shot.
Off the backboard. Brandon Collins gets his first 2 of the night. We're tied.
Well, they've really upped their
10-10.
percentage, Lee. They're shooting 5 for 6 from field goal range.
Not bad at all. I'll take that. As a matter of fact, the other night for Northridge, just a shot is being taken from the baseline. No good. Everhart on the run with the rebound. And that's what I mean. You don't have to run. Let everybody pass you by.
Well, I think Everhart wanted to go down there and see if he could get a dunk, but I don't think he's going to get one tonight with these guys.
I don't think so either. As we were starting to mention, they hit Northridge 35%, almost 36% from the field. But you know what they hit from three-point land?
28%?
13%.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
Well, they shoot as a team. 28%. And that's just
From three, yeah. Now their free throw is actually what really won them the ball game, I think. Hit almost 70% from the charity stripe.
And that's what we've said. And when you get into the tournament play, you got to make those shots.
Well, you do. They come in so important. Wide open on the corner. It will not go. Nice rebound by Northridge, and guess what? Yeah, they blew the whistle and said, let's go. They're already down court. Now they slow it up. Now they're looking for the good shot.
We're down to just under a minute here in the first period.
And they've got the zone working for them, Kenton Ridge. Looks like that 2-3. They just have to pack it into the middle. 48 seconds remaining here in this first
Well, make
quarter.
them take that three-pointer and then go in with the second period with a tie ball game here if they can.
It's
But
10-10.
Northridge can really shoot the ball well from outside. That's what I really is
What
impressed
surprises me. Yeah.
But inside, as fast as they are, they just can't get through that big tree defense of Kenton Ridge.
And when they do, they're trying to shoot it over.
Oh, look at this. Look at
Oh,
this.
Eberhard, what a nice steal. Then it goes out of bounds, and they say,
It's going to be Northridge.
Avery hit it last, yeah.
That's dangerous, too, because you step on a ball like that, there goes an ankle.
Oh, boy.
That was good hustle by both teams there.
That's extremely good hustle. All right, Hines will take
20
the ball.
seconds left here.
Gary had mentioned not much time left in this first quarter. They may take maybe they won't.
And he threw that one away. It's going to be tipped, I believe. And it's
Tipped by Kenton Ridge, yeah.
Yeah, tipped by a limb of one of those trees. I'll tell you what, Kenton Ridge with the size, this is probably one of the bigger teams I've seen for Kenton Ridge.
You know it is. Trying to get the ball in bounds, get it in on that baseline.
10
They
seconds.
say here, Hines hit a three-pointer. You know what? He does.
He just drained it. They set that up nicely.
That's his second three-pointer. Losing the basketball is Avery. We're down to under a second. That's it. That's going to wrap it up for the first quarter of action. At the end of one, it's 13-10 in favor of Northridge. Back with more after this. Kenton Ridge and Northridge on your local TV for me, Sports Network.
At Dave Kell Chevrolet and Chevrolet Trucks, we are proud that customers keep coming back to purchase vehicles. Now we have a brand new showroom that will help us serve our customers better.
We give every customer specialized attention to find the right vehicle at the right price, and we have a wide variety of new and used vehicles to choose from.
Visit us at Dave Kell Chevrolet and experience no-nonsense car shopping.
The best place to purchase a new or used vehicle is at Dave Kell Chevrolet in Mechanicsburg, Ohio.
The Cougars playing the Polar Bears on the Allstate Playoff Game of the Week. Actually, Playoff Game of the Night. Brought to you by Jim Twiggs, your local Allstate agent, as it is time for the second half possession. And with the 13-10 lead, guess who gets the possession? Northridge.
They are playing some good basketball tonight, and they're going to have to play this way against Kenton Ridge, who has that great defense. They got the tall bodies down there. Watch this replay here. This is where he's going to drain the three with about 18 seconds left. Nothing but net, but not much rebounding underneath there for Northridge as you see it being tossed around.
If you can hit him, Gary, there's Hines again.
Yeah, that's the guy you're going to probably focus on right now because he's hot, and when a guy gets hot like that,
He's got 12.
He has a tendency to make some a lot of points. They're double teaming Eberhard.
It's more like a triple team on that one. But they're so quick, they can get back on defense.
We got Dotson out there for Kenton Ridge right now. Oh, it got poked in the eye.
Eberhard got it in the right eye, and they're gonna call a foul, I believe, on Drury.
Is that his second?
It's his second, yeah.
And you don't know if a player wears contacts or not because that's
it hurts either way.
Either way,
Yeah.
a nail against an eyeball is not really a good thing.
All right, with the basketball, the Cougars. Also in the ball game is Dotson. We forgot to mention that. Open for a second, but there we go, Gary. Like you and I have talked a lot, they had to dribble the basketball and didn't have to. And we were talking about Knapp. He had it and just didn't shoot it.
Yeah, he fouled the shot twice, and that wasn't enough. Nice little layup. Now they're getting through that defense.
Hines has got, folks, 14 points. 14 of the 17. Take him out of the lineup, you're hurting. stolen away. Hines, great defense. Oh, missed the dunk. Hines that time, I was gonna say good things about him, and then instead of just laying it up, get the 2 points, you want to showboat it.
Well, when you're playing as well as Hines is, you're going to probably want to do that, you know.
Look at the assistant coaches over there, Gary.
Yeah.
He is in the ear right now of Drury and Hines. What are you doing?
Well, I think what also happens, too, here's the Athlete of the Week that's coming up in spring. We're now accepting spring sports nominations.
And, you know, we call it our student athlete.
Exactly.
It's not necessarily the best ball player or the greatest ball player. It's somebody who is good in the community, is good in school, and all around
good
student
character,
athlete.
Good character, yeah, exactly. And that's brought to you by IH Credit Union, and they've been with us for a long time. So go ahead, get on our website, www.localtvforme.com, and nominate your favorite student athlete.
Look at this defense. Look at this defense in the backcourt set up.
Yeah, you'd think it was the fourth quarter, you know, the way they're playing.
Avery with it, but it almost was stolen away.
Over to Dotson.
And I hate those cross-court passes. You may not get away with a bunch of those.
Look at this defense. This is something
They're
else.
all over the place. And they can catch up. Dotson with the shot, no good. Dotson gets the carom. Eberhardt's in the lane. He loses it, tries to pass it. It's actually kicked by Northridge. Hines with it. Is that for three? Yep, no good.
Was for three, but he missed that one. He's got, two of them?
Yeah, lucky for Kenton Ridge because they'd have been down by 10.
Yeah, they got to get some points here on this. Transition is just not working out too well for Kenton Ridge underneath there. They got to get that going a little bit better, but what do you do against a defense like this to slow it down, like you said? Another foul.
And I think this one is going to go against Turner.
Turner, yep. Turner.
So that's 17 fouls. Now Dotson is a 77% free throw shooter. Get the first one, you get the second one, and they need as many free throws right now as they can get.
Nice shot.
Yep.
Every point counts, and
right now
this game's still young right now with 5:47 left to go in the first half.
But if you let it get away from you, it gets real old.
That's right. And it creeps up on you before you know it.
Boy,
you're in deep trouble.
Second shot on the way. That was perfect.
He's just a great free throw shooter. His percentage is
about 77%. Yeah.
That's the guy you want to have on the free throw line in crunch time in the fourth quarter.
I mean, just foul him all the time as far as Kenton Ridge is concerned. We'll send him to the free throw line. Yeah. And Northridge, they've got their zone too with the Twan Hines. He's hitting about 70%.
And they're trying to get that outside shot, that three-pointer. Now they got it inside. That's the first time they've gotten it in. What a rebound by Eberhardt.
That is what Kenton Ridge has got to do. Losing the ball, trying to go too fast, but I think they're going to get a reach-in foul.
And Dotson goes back to the line. Watch this. Reached in right there as he is breaking for the basket. So watch right here. Look at how fast they are from behind. And he just swiped.
Jared, yes. Caught up with him.
Yep, Dotson here
so,
made his last two trips.
Jared Lewis gets his first. That's the 8th right now on Northridge, still in the 1-1. And without Dotson's free throw shooting, this might be a little bit different for the Cougars of Kenton Ridge. 17-13, they're still down, but can make it just a 2-point ball game or a 3-point ball game now, and they did.
What form? Dotson just has a tremendous form there. And nice follow through. Here comes Hines. They're coming down here, Twan.
Oh, Hines. Look how quick he is. Into the lane, puts it up and in, and he's fouled.
You're going to count that one.
Hines right now, and they count it. They get the official sign there. It's got 16 points. Folks, look what's left in the first half. 5:20 remaining. Hines has got 16, looking for 17. I bet he gets it. There it is. Perfect. This kid is so smooth.
6'1", not real tall, but he sure has the hops, He can get up there.
As fast as he is, nobody's going to catch up with him. He's going to go down the court, and nobody's going to be around him to try to block the shot. Kenton Ridge needs a timeout here.
Oh, there's a
Avery almost lost it out of bounds. They pass it up bounds, and Eberhardt gets it. Well, he wants so bad to take that three. Goes to the free throw line, jumps it up, no good. He's cold. He has 4 points, but that's it. He is averaging to the tune of 20 a game. He's number 2 in the league in scoring for the Kenton Ridge Cougars.
Well, what they're doing is they're pressing him when he's,
they are.
transition games. They're not letting him get a driving lane to the basket. Good ball control. You can hear the coaches from Northridge saying, move that ball around. Let's get it in.
Well, now that's something they need to do. Ball knocked away about 3 different times. Finally, Kenton Ridge gets it back. And heading up with it is Eberhardt. Just trying to work the ball around. It is tough. They've got to start hitting.
There's a three for Kenton Ridge.
There's a three for Eberhardt. And I think that's their first one of the night.
After 4 attempts, that's their first one. And we got a 17 3-point ball game right now.
17 to 20.
And we got a timeout.
Going to be called as Northridge wants a timeout. And I saw Hines get up. Watch this.
Kicks it outside to Eberhardt, and there it is, a three.
That was a nice kick out, yeah.
30-second timeout here for Kenton Ridge.
And don't forget, we've taken Security National Bank. We thank you folks at Security National Bank. So far donated $1,650 to our area schools' athletic departments in 2019.
And just in basketball alone, 250 of that went to Purdue from Springfield here, $250 to Xenia's athletic department, and then $500 to Centerville, not to mention what we had during the football season. And boy, they are so fun to have on board with us, and everybody really, really enjoys it. And you know what? I really think the guys that come out from security really enjoy it as well.
Oh, they did too. Shoot for loot. It was just a lot of fun. And especially the little lady, if I remember right, from Centerville, just happened to walk out there, nonchalantly threw it up, and bam, down it went, and $500 to the coffers of their athletic department. Hines with it, just looking into the middle. And, boy, that was a nice play.
Another block
shot. Taking a little bit too long to shoot it in there was Currington for Northridge.
Only 4 turnovers for Northridge. That's pretty phenomenal this first half of the game.
Did you see Hines' work with his hands? Triple teamed underneath is Eberhardt. Ball goes out of bounds. And for Kenton Ridge, they caught a break there. Because if you watch Eberhardt, he was triple teamed, just tried to throw it up. And then it was knocked out of bounds by the Polar Bears of Northridge.
Just a smothering defense by the Polar Bears. It's pretty amazing. Let's see if one thing you want to see is if it holds up. There's Lyle trying. He can't get it.
Can't get the shot. See, they're going to have to take that shot immediately.
Exactly. Well,
and
there's a foul.
We will have one, I think, on Drury.
And that's his third, I believe. Am I correct?
No, it's not on Drury. It's not on Drury.
Watch here underneath. Here it is. Yep.
Okay.
35, Carrington comes out. He's the one that just made the foul.
Now
coming in for him was going to be Darryl Story.
So Story is in. He's a junior, 5'10".
There's Perkins to the line.
Perkins needs to get this to get the bonus, and only a 59% free throw shooter. What a nice play defensively for Kenton Ridge. Coming up with that rebound is Lyle, and they cannot score. There's Hines. Oh, block!
We got a timeout here. No,
I think we got a foul. We got a foul on Northridge.
Watch what happens here.
Look at this. Bam. Got to reach in there.
Yep.
So going to the charity stripe.
Guess who? Blaine Dodson. This is his fifth trip.
He's got 4 points, all from the charity stripe, and now he's, what a nice
touch.
Nice touch.
Now watch his elbow. He keeps his elbow in and watch the follow through, but I'm not going to say any more because we don't want to jinx any free throw shooter either team tonight.
Oh, you see what you did? You blame me all the time down court. They're quick. No good. Hines.
Oh, look at that rebound by Hines. Oh, my goodness.
Hines did what everybody should do. He's got the ball in the air, fires it back up off the glass.
And Perkins takes it down
with
here.
it, and he did the right thing.
Now you got 2 minutes and 53 seconds. Just slow it down here. There's no panic here. Get a good basket, and then you got a 2-point ball game. Now the count's on. He's got to move.
They need every basket they can get, and that's Kenton Ridge, and they've got to stay with Northridge. This is their big quarter for Northridge. It's the second quarter and the fourth quarter.
Well, I'm just going to see if they can sustain this pace. Northridge is just unreal.
They are unreal. Jump shot, baseline, no good. So Johnson can't get it to go down court, running away from everybody, trying to put the ball up. And that was number 4, Story. He's going to be
I think it's going to be on Lyle. Lyle's going to get this one.
Get it.
Watch down here. He tries to block him out. And he just didn't get those feet set.
Right. So going to the free throw line, and we've got another whistle. Who's coming in and coming into the ball game? Looks like Collins. Collins for Lyle, as Northridge will be headed to the free throw line. Now, as far as they are concerned, team-wise, they're 61%. No, they're not at the free throw line, just inbounds. Okay.
Yeah, it was just, oh, look at Hines.
Look at Hines. His one move. Now he missed another layup. That's about 6 of them tonight.
He needs to just shoot outside from the
no kidding. Close your eyes and shoot it from 30.
Yeah. But right now, he's the only one that's being effective. Look at that nice no dribble. Oh, boy, he missed that one. That was, wow. I loved what he did, though. He did not dribble that ball.
He just put it right up.
Put it right up and off.
But he tried too hard. That's what happens when you have a team like Northridge that are so quick. You want to get rid of it and throw it up, and he did a little bit too hard.
Return for Northridge, number 25, LaShawn Hooper.
All right, it'll be Kenton Ridge's ball underneath their own bucket. Eberhardt will take it in. Does get it in easily to Dotson. Avery for 3. No, won't go.
Nice rebound.
That was a nice rebound by Drury. All the way down court it goes, up and in. Coming up with it, Story gets 2 points, his first 2 of the night. And the lead is back to 6 points. 24-18. Now they broke that press pretty good. Kenton Ridge did, and that's what they have to do.
But look at how they get back so quickly. Northridge is...
Oh, yeah, they were back. The best thing that Collins could have done is just going to the basket.
Now there's another Collins that's going to be Kenton Ridge ball.
And they say this is off of Eberhardt.
Oh. Eberhardt cheering on his team down there.
And again, the way that they beat Graham the other night is they had big second quarters. Look at the score right now. 3-point lead is turned into a 24-18 lead. Trying to make this 8 or 9-point lead. Now, Hines is doing the smart thing. You've got this kind of lead.
55 seconds left.
And I think Kenton Ridge feeling a little bit of frustration right now. And just taking their time, down to 49 seconds. Look at him dribble the ball. Avery leaning on him. Now Hines slipped. That probably should have been a traveling, but they didn't see it. He's so fast. Fakes the pass and goes in for the shot. Hines has got 21 points. He averages 22. Down court, Dotson quickly goes to the basket, puts it up, no good, will not go. Here comes Northridge again. Then they had to slow it up.
And they give it back to Hines.
This could be a 10-point bulge for Northridge. This is what they did to Graham in their ball game. Ran away with it. I mean, ran away with it. This is about a 90-foot three-pointer, no good. And that's the way it's going to end. First half ends with the score, 26 for Northridge, 18 for the Kenton Ridge Cougars. Coming up here at halftime, going to take a good look at some of the first half action and how we got to this point on the local TV for me, Sports Network.